Hi, I'm Scott.
And I'm Michelle, and we are the owners of the Main Street Mouse.
This is the Main Street Mouse Weekly Podcast, show number 196 for August 11th, 2025.
For your safety, remain seated with the doors closed, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside while the tram is moving. And supervise your children.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion.
'Cause this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness!
Soar into tower. We are ready for takeoff.
Dead men tell no tale.
I know not who you are, nor how I came to find you. But may I just say,
Come on, everybody. Here we go.
Here we go, people. Hello, we are back on a Monday.
We are back. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. We have so much to talk about. Please pardon our absence. We were on a little vacay back up to Michigan.
A hiatus.
A mental health break, if you will, for me.
So the last time we spoke to you guys, that show was July 21st. So here we are on the 11th. So about 21 days later, recording again.
Holy cannoli, that's a long time.
Yeah, so we missed 2 full weeks of shows. But we're back, and we have no intentions of stopping for a while now. We have no trips planned, no anything coming up that I think would hinder us from doing the show.
That we're aware. I mean, I have media events coming up, but I don't think anything's on a Monday.
No, I don't believe anything is on a Monday from the notes I know of your upcoming media events.
Yeah, he keeps me organized because like there's a whole bunch of stuff coming up, and it seems like it's all on the same day or in the vicinity. And then I start to panic because, you know, I say yes to everything, and then I have to figure it out. Like, what did I just do?
Yeah, so this coming weekend, we have personal events to do for the weekend. We don't have anything media-wise, but then the next 3 weeks after that, we have media events every weekend for 3 weekends in a row that are all weekend.
Yeah, yep, we do.
So we're going to be busy on the weekends.
So it's a good thing we took that break because, it was just needed.
Yeah, and this enters our busiest time of the year. So
yeah,
from
it really
August
does.
through the end of the year is usually our busiest time. Then we have a little bit of a lull in the new year, and then we pick right back up once it all starts. And we know hopefully we're on a cruise somewhere towards the end of this year.
Hey, don't jinx it, man.
I'm hoping they invite us on the Destiny. They said we would be.
I know, but, never like to take anything for granted, but let's hope. I'm
excited to see that ship, though.
Yeah, I know, me too. Fingers crossed. I mean, we got to do all the press stuff so far, so
yep.
Hopefully we'll be lucky enough to be invited.
Hopefully. So really quickly, we're just going to run through a little bit of stuff here that we've done. Before we left, though, Michelle had I guess you would say a sit-down. You and a couple other sites were invited to sit down at the new Geo 82 Lounge at Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
And you had the president of Imagineering?
The head of Imagineering.
Head of Imagineering came in and talked to you guys.
Yes. His name was Bruce Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like this top secret type of thing where we were just going to go. It was just a handful of sites go and listen to him speak and talk about his career and talk about, like future projects and such. So it was really interesting. And it was weird because it was a quote unquote media event,
mm-hmm.
but there was nothing. I mean, we couldn't take pictures,
right.
We couldn't whatever. It wasn't that kind of thing. So it was more, I think, informational than anything I could really report about because he really talked a lot about his life and where he comes from and all that stuff. So. But it was very interesting to be in that room, and there weren't that many of us, and to be, with the, head of Imagineering was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool that you were invited to something because like you said, there wasn't very many of you, but that creates that relationship with the sites who were there and Bruce and the Imagineering team. So I think it was good that you were there. We were actually going to leave that day to go to Michigan, and we actually postponed leaving so you could go to that media event.
Right. So, I originally said no, and when I got off the phone, Scott was within 3 minutes. He's like, you should totally go to that.
Yeah.
So then we changed everything around.
Because you just never know. I mean, yes, it was good that you went. Yes, I'm glad you were there for it all. Did it change anything? It's like not like we were going to Michigan because we had to be there we had a specific date we had to be there by for any kind of events or anything. It was kind of just a little trip on our own to do what we wanted to. So it didn't really hurt us in any way. And while you did that, I walked around Epcot and I went because they had dropped new merchandise in Germany for the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, that's right.
Which has that Seven Dwarfs jersey I want so bad. Baseball jersey.
That?
I really do want the jersey. It's really cool.
You have so many jerseys, though.
But I wear them almost every day.
You're not wearing one today.
I have a
You have a Roosevelt.
Because I have sunburn on it. I wanted something thin that wouldn't be burning my skin.
Oh, okay.
But I went there to get pictures of that new merchandise, and they had 7 or 8 things. And there's an article that's in our show notes. You can see what else they had. And also, I went over to the Guardians store, and they come out with new Guardians of the Galaxy merchandise for Mission Breakout.
Which
or not Mission Breakout.
Oh my gosh, you're thinking Disneyland.
I am. It tells you where I want to be.
Cosmic Rewind.
This is Cosmic Rewind's merchandise.
Yeah, and it's about time because honestly, we keep it real here. They have needed new merch forever. I felt like it was the same stuff since, like, I was at the media event for the grand opening, and it was a lot of the same stuff.
And I don't know. I mean, it had to have, but I don't remember anything saying Cosmic Rewind from the original drop. This all had Cosmic Rewind on it. So this merchandise drop was all for that attraction.
And you know what? Good, because that is probably one of the best attractions that Walt Disney World has to offer. It's just such a good ride. It's so well done.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, hype it up. It's so weird. Follow me for a second. It's really strange how, Disney builds these new rides, and when they first debut, per se, everybody talks about it, and you got to do this and you got to do that, and then everything just kind of stops.
Fizzles out.
Yeah, but it's weird because people still talk about things like Haunted Mansion, Pirates, like the classics still, even though the high-tech stuff is super cool. It's just kind of strange how us Disney fans are. But, like, I love Guardians. I love Tron. I'm sure I'm going to love I'm so excited for the Monsters roller coaster. It's coming to the studios.
That's the ride I think every fan has wanted since they first saw Monsters
Right in the
Inc.
doors. I cannot wait for that. But yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I digress. Go back to the show notes. Sorry.
No. I agree with you. It's amazing.
Oopsie.
But I do think there's something about those classic attractions that people still want merchandise because shortly before we left, they had come out with the new Haunted Mansion line of merchandise,
Lord help me.
which is absolutely fantastic. And finally, there's merchandise that has our mansion on it, and then in Disneyland, there's merchandise with their mansion on it. So I like that it's not just Universal Mansion clothing and stuff.
Okay, now that makes me mad.
Because we just missed out on the Disneyland
Because we just missed it. So, true story. We were in the new store that's outside of the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland when we were invited for the 70th out there.
It's Leota's store also out there. I can't remember the exact name, but it's Madame Leota's store.
But anyway, and I'm standing in the store and I'm looking around and I look at Scott and I say, you know what? I really wish they had specific Haunted Mansion merch that says Disneyland.
Yeah.
Instead of just the Ghost or Leota, there's nothing that said Disneyland.
No.
Well, you know what? After I leave, guess what?
They had it. And it's funny you said that because we were standing there and everything that was for sale in that store, pretty much, we could buy at the store here.
Right.
And the thing is, if we buy it here, we get our discount.
Right.
There, we don't get a pass holder discount. So,
we have like this thing. We're totally veering off the path.
That's fine. We can. It's been a couple weeks.
We have this kind of deal that, when we go out to Disneyland, because we don't have annual passes, we will not buy anything that we can't get back at home for the most part. So it has to say Disneyland.
It does. Or something we've never seen here.
Right.
However, I did buy a Spirit jersey there 2 times ago, and then like 3 months later it was here. But
what Spirit jersey did you buy?
Or maybe it wasn't Spirit jersey. It was a Spider-Man shirt. It was a Spider-Man button-up shirt is what it was. I had not seen it here because it came out there for the Spider-Man attraction.
Oh, for Avengers
And then they eventually brought it to Disney World. But even though we still don't have Spider-Man, I guess it was right. I had to buy that at Disneyland. I had to buy that at Avengers Campus.
Well,
I couldn't just buy it.
I will say it again, and I've said it for years. Disneyland gets the great merch first. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, the stuff will hit, and I'll be like, oh, my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, it's Disneyland.
Even down to, like, popcorn buckets and sippers and stuff.
Everything.
They get the best ones out there.
They get the good
really
stuff.
They really do. But you know what? Their pass holders out there are really treated well. They come out with pass holder exclusive merchandise all the time throughout the year, not just during special events and such. I really like it out there so much better.
Me too.
If it wasn't so expensive to live in California, I'd consider it.
Oh, man, I don't know.
We can't afford it. No, unless you become an actress and start doing big screen movies, then we could afford it.
I mean, I am dramatic, so
you're dramatic. You could do it.
I really want to be a talk show host, though.
We're gonna get you on the Real Housewives at Disney.
No. See, the thing is about that kind of stuff, I don't want everybody digging into my life.
No.
And talking bad about me, because I don't have the stomach for that. They'd be like, oh, my God, did you see her? She's such a beep, 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 beep. Nope. I'd cry.
No, you would. You probably smack somebody now.
Or
10 years ago, you would have cried.
Or I might say some swears.
Yeah, you might
Okay,
say
anyway.
some Detroiter swears at you.
You know, you can take the girl out of Detroit. But you can't
Anyway.
take Detroit out of the girl.
So as Michelle was saying, we had the media event on the Wednesday, and then we left Thursday to drive to Michigan, and we won't even talk about the drive. It was horrendous.
It took us forever. It
us
was one of
forever.
those things that you are like really just one thing after another after another. So what should have taken us a day took us 2 days, and we couldn't get the heck out of Georgia for the longest time. But yeah. So anyway, we finally made it.
We did. We made it. We got to go to Michigan. We got to eat our favorite Chinese food.
Oh my
we got
gosh.
to eat our favorite pizzas.
Yes, we did.
We got to eat our favorite Coney Island.
Coney Island
If you know
food.
what
Yeah.
Coney Island is, look it up. We got to do a lot of the things, but we had no agenda this time.
None.
So it was kind of go with whatever we wanted to do. We spent a lot of time just relaxing and sitting in your mom and dad's pool and sitting in the backyard and just
Sitting in the
relaxing.
garage.
Sitting in the garage, doing whatever we had to. Michigan living.
Michigan life. And you know what? And it was perfectly fine
Mhm.
because I just needed. I was on overload. You know that.
Yeah.
I mean,
And with the medical stuff going on right now, you needed a break from work.
I did. And if you listen to my podcast, Daydream Believing podcast, I talk more about my health issues that I have going on, so you can understand. But yeah, it's not easy when you have a medical condition out of the blue and your life gets flipped and you have to find a way to still proceed, even though things are different.
Right. And we run on a lot of stress with our lives.
We do.
And stress is the worst thing for your condition right now. So I think we were in Michigan about 10, 11 days, which was a nice long break, longer than we anticipated going. Actually, we ended up staying a little bit longer. But it was good. It was a good trip. Coming home was no problem. Traffic
No,
was
easy
fine on the way home.
Yeah, it was a nice
so we made
trip.
it back home, and we got back, and we were, of course, exhausted the first
Oh my gosh,
days
so
we got
tired.
back. Just that drive. I don't know why the drive takes more out of me than the actual trip.
Yeah, you know, but all in all, to me, it's worth it because the trip was so great. I got to see family.
Mm-hmm.
I got to see my girlfriends, and you know, they even said to me, they called me, FaceTime me yesterday, was it?
Yesterday, yeah, it was yesterday.
And they're still beaming about how it felt like old times when we were home, like doing the things that we used to do.
Although I don't remember you girls getting together that much in like a 10-day span.
No, you know, because we all had our own lives.
Right.
But when me being home, like we
Yeah.
cram a lot in. You went to the street fair. We went out to dinner. We did all kinds of stuff. And
I had pizza and Chinese. That's all I wanted.
I know you're easy, but yeah, it was so nice to be with family and friends. And I cried coming back because, yeah, it was just so nice. I didn't want to leave.
I understand.
But now that I'm back in the swing, I'm good.
We did do something, though, that was somewhat work-related while we were there. We did go to the movies one night with your mom.
We did, that's right.
And we went and seen Fantastic Four: First Steps. And we took your mom. I wasn't sure when she said, "Oh, I'll go," because I don't think she has seen the Marvel films, or if she has, she probably hasn't seen all of them.
No.
So I didn't know how she was going to be wanting. Your dad's seen them.
Yeah.
I talked to him about it, but your mom had, and she's like, "No, I want to go and see it." So she went with us, and she actually said she had a good time. She enjoyed the film.
She did, and I kept looking over at her to make sure she was still awake because I didn't want her to nod off because those seats are comfortable in the theater.
Those ones, yeah, we went to the MJR in Southgate, Michigan there, and they were very comfortable seats for the film. I really enjoyed this Marvel film. I mean, I know a lot of people are on the fence about it. They like it, they don't like it. They're in the middle of the road. They're not really sure. I liked it. I thought it was probably one of the best ones, probably since Spider-Man's movie came out, the last Spider-Man that came out, because a lot of them have been kind of. Multiverse of Madness was good, but yeah, it's this one was good though. I thought that there's a lot of nostalgic things for the true Marvel fans, a lot of Easter eggs. There's a cameo in the movie. If you miss it, you blink. If you blink, you'll miss it. And it's actually Jack Kirby and Stan Lee are represented, and they're working in Timely Comics in that, which is about what they would have been working on at the time. So it's a kind of cool little thing to see in the movie. That little throwback to the two guys who created the Fantastic Four and created most of the Marvel Cinematic Universe that I love to this day. But good film. If you haven't seen it, go see it. I don't think you'll be disappointed in it. A lot of people said it's good. Nobody's like really raving about it, but I did like it. I thought it was a great film. So then when we got home, we had to go down to Disney Springs to see all the new holiday merchandise, Halloween merchandise that came out.
Right. So I knew it was coming out. I was getting press releases for it. I knew when it was hitting the parks. It was hitting the parks on the 4th, and we were not home yet. So I was I still reported it from Michigan because we still work when we're in Michigan. So I was kind of late to the party on that one, and ran over there and saw the merchandise. And like I've said in the articles I've written about it, my gosh, like Disney has really hit a home run with their Halloween merchandise this year.
You're happy with it.
I am, because there's variety. They came out, instead of like coming out with just, okay, here it is, here's pumpkins and Mickey and Minnie, Happy Halloween.
Right.
This was different. It was more different collections, different styles, like that pastel ghost thing.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just sidebar for a minute on that whole situation. All right, so the 4th, I'm watching the Hysteria from Michigan, and there is videos going around.
And on the 4th, we were actually driving home. That was the day we left.
Oh yeah. So we're driving and I'm watching what's going on. And there are people jumping over each other to get this specific sweatshirt. There's people like fighting for these ears. I mean, it was like hysteria. And I'm sitting there shaking my head going, are you for real? Like, it's not that big of a deal. But people get FOMO and they want to go.
Yep.
And what's funny is a lot of people haven't caught on yet that Disney has caught on. And they are have enough to restock because they learned from previous releases, Ears, the 50th anniversary, all these things that they need to have enough. Like, do people really think that the first day it's sold, you will never get that sweatshirt again?
Before the holiday parties even started. Before there was even, and that's, I laugh at it because it's like, it's Disney. They only going to put out so much per day, and then they're going to restock it overnight, and then the next day it's going to be in full stock again, and it's going to be just like it was on the first day.
Yeah, and so we got there, would it go Wednesday or Thursday?
We went to, I think it was Wednesday. It may have been Thursday. It's been a long week. I don't know.
Well, whatever day we went. We go over to Disney Springs, World of Disney, and lo and behold, it is restocked.
Go figure.
I actually held the coveted ears.
You did. And there was multiple.
There were.
Of them laying around.
So, yeah, that's all there. And then the sweatshirt that everybody was going to throw hands over.
Yeah.
I put it on.
Yeah.
So I was going to buy it. And then I had, like, buyer's remorse immediately.
Right.
So so I didn't. But it's still on my wish list.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so all the stuff was there. And they have a nice display, and they have, they have Nightmare Before Christmas, they have Haunted Mansion, they have a villains line, like a home pumpkin type of thing. Right. Then they have the traditional one, then they have the pastel. I mean, it's just a lot this year. And another smart thing Disney has done is releasing these collections online.
Yes.
So this morning, the pastel ghost hit and something else. And it's sold out. A lot of the sweatshirts and stuff sold out online already.
But I'm sure that's going to be restocked.
But it'll be restocked. Well. I mean, I think, like I said, I think Disney has caught on finally.
Finally. I will say, so they have really stepped up their game when it comes to men's clothing recently. Now you're starting to see more of the men's button-down shirts. You're starting to see the baseball jerseys, which are becoming a thing. But I have to admit, the Halloween collection, there was really nothing that I really wanted. I don't really like the design of the button-up shirt. And the jersey to me is the really thick jerseys. And if I would lived up north still, I'd be fine with having the thick jersey. But by the time Halloween's over here, it is still hot. And to get that thick jersey to wear, because I won't wear it.
You couldn't justify it.
I won't wear it after October 31st until next Halloween season. So, and then they'll have another one by then. So it's like,
I know it's a huge dilemma because like that sweatshirt, it is so cute and I really want it. But I will wear sweatshirts in the house. Right. I wear sweatshirts when we go out to eat or something because I'm always cold.
Right.
Will I wear it in the park? No.
Yeah, like the Haunted Mansion jersey. I wanted that one bad because it's my favorite attraction. However, it's a really thick jersey that I'm not going to wear often, not this time of year. But come November, December, I will. But that Haunted Mansion's year-round.
Haunted Mansion's year-round. Like, I couldn't wear, like, the ghost thing all the time. And, I meant to tell you. So, remember how I couldn't figure out if there was a sweatshirt last year that people were fighting over? Well, I Googled it.
Okay.
And it actually looks very similar to this year's. It's a darker color, though. Okay. And it also has a ghost on it. And no, I didn't buy it.
Oh.
I bought the viral Christmas one with the snowman because I had to have it.
Yeah, you had to have that one.
Yeah. So, I can't wait to see what the Christmas one is. Now, see, look, I just perked right up. I love Christmas. I can't wait to see.
We're not even to Halloween yet, and she's
I
already.
want to go. I want to go to Jollywood Nights. All right. Anyway,
That's not even for months.
in my head and in my heart, it's coming fast.
You have at least 2.5 months till that
Okay,
even begins.
Don't rain on my parade.
Well, don't rain on mine and get rid of Halloween that quick.
Okay. I love Halloween too. So anyway, go ahead.
So, so we went there, saw everything. It was great. It was not busy at the Springs. I think it was. I think it might have been Wednesday we went over there because I don't think Aiden was at work. I think he was at home that day.
It was hot.
Maybe it was Thursday. I can't remember. My days are so screwed up.
Maybe Thursday.
I think it was Thursday because we didn't get home till Tuesday.
Yeah, it was Thursday.
And we took Wednesday off.
Sorry. You know, when you go out of town, it takes you forever to like get yourself back together.
I know. It's
Like,
I don't
what's
like that.
today? What are we doing? What
Where
did
are we
do?
at?
Yeah.
We're in- okay. Anyway, so we did all that on Thursday. Now that we've established that.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, Universal has been putting out props for Halloween Horror Nights, which starts the end of this month. And they've been really getting their scare zones built in a lot of the areas. So we went over there with our friends, Greg and Holly, and we went to go check out the props and see what was up. And wow.
I know. You were really excited.
I'm so excited. That is hands down my favorite event of the year in Orlando.
See, now I want to like it. So I really like this. So there's an area that you walk through, and they put the pumpkins back up on the trees. And I remember they did that years ago, and I loved how that looked. But the premise and to walk through it is a little scary.
Yeah.
And I battle it so much because I want to love it so much.
I like that area this year because usually that's just a quick walk through scare zone. I think last year it was like in the swamp. Through that area.
It was swampy. Yeah, I'll probably just stand outside the scare zone and admire the pumpkins. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do all this year, but we'll see.
I told you the trick to going through a scare zone. Hold your camera up like you're recording, and most of the scare actors will focus on your camera.
Yeah, but not for me. They'll scare me. I'll drop my phone. I'll cry. It'll be a whole situation.
But I like that one has a whole premise now. Before you were just walking through the swamp, or you're walking through whatever the thing was. This year it's about a witch whose house is at the end of the lane. And she's making a witch's brew on her porch, and the kids who drink it become cats.
Yeah, it's a whole weird, crazy cat lady
But
thing.
there's a house at the end of that area now.
Yeah, with a
big-
cauldron.
With a cauldron that she's going to cook her stuff. So I can imagine that during HHN, they're going to have the witch on the porch, and they're going to have cats everywhere. And it's just going to be really immersive and fun. And HHN, we'll get more into it in a little bit of news later, but they really are being this year's event. They really said this was going to be the biggest and most immersive, and it really is starting to shape up like it's going to be.
Oh, boy.
I'm excited.
I know you are.
So that was all we've really done. Do you want to mention our pre-order that's going on?
Yes, I do. Okay, so today we put out a new pre-order for Lost Princess Apparel, being that Halloween and Christmas is coming. So we have a couple of Halloween that kind of match the theme of what is going on. We have...
Total luck.
Huh?
Total luck.
Total luck, by the way.
That we picked those out.
We have some Christmas leggings, and we have solids. We have a very dark purple, and we have a black. LostPrincessApparel.com. Get in on it. They have pockets, and we have all sizes, and it's fantastic. So check it out, Lost Princess Apparel.
Yes, and this pre-order will only be open through the weekend, I believe, because we got to get the order in so we can get the Halloween ones back in time so people don't get them like the day of Halloween.
Right.
So, yeah, this one will probably end on Sunday, so you don't really want to...
So don't wait.
Don't wait. So that's all that. I just wanted to run through an update on some of the attraction closures and such and media events we have coming up. So while we were gone, actually, last Monday when you were talking about all the hullabaloo that was going on with the merchandise, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin actually went down for refurb.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to be down for a while.
Next year.
Yeah, till next year. Spaceship Earth's refurb is going down August 25th of this month, so you only got a couple more weeks 2 more weeks to get a ride on there before it goes down for refurb. And
Do we know how long it's going to be closed for?
See, we're so far behind. I'm not caught up on stuff anymore, but I want to say it was into 2026.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Which is kind of crazy. So, but don't take that for word. Go read.
Don't quote because we're still catching up.
And then on August 21st, we have like multiple events on the same days coming up over the next couple weeks. So last year, if you recall, Michelle was one of the judges at the Bartenders Bash at Disney Springs at the Edison. And they're doing that same thing again this year. Is on August 21st. And we were invited to attend it. They didn't ask you to be a judge this year, but I think
at this point, but they invited me to the Bartenders Bash.
But you have other events going on, so that could be why you weren't asked to be a judge, because you do have also the Disney World Play and Preview event starting that day and also the next day.
Yeah, so you might be doing Bartenders Bash.
Yeah, which is fine. Even though I don't drink, I will eat all that yummy, delicious food.
Yes, you will.
I'll take Chuck with me.
I think Chuck is going.
Oh, is he?
I think so.
Then I'll hang out with Chuck there.
Okay.
Okay.
I got to get my itineraries to figure all this out.
Right. And then August 28th is Epcot's Food and Wine Festival kicks off, which we will be there for that. And that's on a Thursday, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we got that Thursday. And then Destination D23 begins August 29th through the 31st, which that's you again. And
3 days.
3 solid days of running around, doing all the stuff Disney has you do, and you're going to be going to the Halloween party.
Yes.
Mickey's Not So Scary. You have an event at Typhoon Lagoon.
I believe so, yeah.
You have an event there. The Goofy movie thing.
It's a whole situation for like 3 days.
It is a lot. And the thing is, so her first day of that is the 29th. Well, if we haven't got the invite yet, so I don't like to count my chickens before they get here, but Halloween Horror Nights media event would also be the 29th, which is where I would be. And that's the night you're going to the Halloween party. So we might both be at different Halloween events that same evening on the 29th. So
yeah, I mean, so when they send us these events, they give us like a rough thing of what's happening, but they don't tell you like exact itinerary till it gets closer. So then we kind of sit there and wonder, and just the fact that it's all hitting at once. And then Raglan Road's Great Irish Hoolie, there's an event for that, and I don't even know what date that is. I'm sure it's doubled up somewhere.
I don't even have that on my list.
All right, so there's that too. Add that to the mix.
Add that to the mix. So we have a lot of stuff coming up. So the next couple weeks, just stay close to the social media. Watch Instagram for the stories. Watch Facebook for posts. Watch X for posts. Any video we get, we will load it to our YouTube channel.
On the TikTok also.
On the TikTok.
I'm trying to build over there, yeah. So.
Yeah, we're trying to get it all. And then one last thing is the Boneyard at Animal Kingdom will be closing forever beginning September 2nd.
Forever. It's funny that how you said that. It's closing forever.
Well, it is, because I keep forgetting that area is closing and being done, but it is.
You know, if you think about it, there is so much happening around like
Walt Disney World, period.
Walt Disney World.
Yep.
Like there's something going on everywhere. And okay, well, this is closed. This is going to be closed. This is, there's just a lot to keep up with, truly.
It really is. So just stay to the Main Street Mouse and we'll keep you guys
Stay to the
updated.
Main Street Mouse and we will tell you all about it.
So there is a lot of news that dropped over the last 2 weeks since we haven't been around.
All right.
I'm going to run through it kind of quickly.
Okay.
All this will be hyperlinked into the show notes. So if any of these articles, you want to read more about it, go into the show notes of the show, click the link, and you'll be able to read the article on the Main Street Mouse website. If there's anything you want to talk about as we go through it, just stop me and we can talk about it for a minute.
I will do that.
Sound good?
Sure.
So the first blog that came out after we last recorded you guys was Test Track opened on that day. So the new reimagined Test Track opened to the public, and as far as I know, it's going pretty good so far. I haven't heard any complaints or anything.
Yeah, and then a few days ago, they announced that the soundtrack is available to download also.
Which we have that link further down in the show notes as a news article.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump ahead. Sorry.
That's okay. And then new experiences are coming to Animation Courtyard at Hollywood Studios.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So that's all coming. Do you know when that's all supposed to debut?
I'm tired. I don't know.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
I did not prepare for the show.
You did not prep for this show.
I did not. I was just going to go with it.
But if you've seen any of the pictures, though, it looks really cool what they're going to be doing over there. And the sorcerer hats coming back in a capacity. Not the real one.
Not the big one. But, yeah, so the launch bay will be closed finally.
Which is about time, I believe.
Yeah. You remember back in its heyday, the launch bay was fun to go in and see. I loved going in there. Remember that time we had a media event in there for the dessert party?
Yes, that was awesome.
Oh, my gosh.
That was so awesome.
All right, anyway, sorry.
So it looks like everything in the courtyard is going to be done in 2026, but as of September 25th, 2025 is when the Disney Junior Play and Dance is going to close and the transformation is going to begin. So the only thing that will still be open, though, is the Little Mermaid and Musical Adventure will stay.
Oh, yeah, because it's brand new.
Yeah, so that will stay open. So it's everything that's kind of underneath the archway. And
the archway is going away, by the way.
Yes. Now, my question is, if you go to see if you go through Walt Disney Presents and
Yeah.
you go see the show,
Yeah.
I'm wondering where they're going to let you out because that comes through that whole courtyard to get out to that
Probably
area.
not that door.
Yeah, they're probably going to have to take
You
you
have to go
back
out the
through-
side or back out the front.
Yeah, back out the front maybe, and then through the doors inside of the.
I guess we'll find out soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they do all that. Muppets launched Haunted Mansion Madame Pagoda
Yes.
crossbody bag, which I thought was really cool looking.
So Hot Topic, I didn't write about it because I'm lazy, but Hot Topic has a new Muppets like Halloween thing. They have like a shirt and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's not a ton, but there's like a small collection.
That's cool. So yep, get your Muppet stuff at Hot Topic,
Hot Topic.
and you gotta get the Madame Pagoda.
Pagoda.
Then there's 3 new fairy tale wedding venues at Disneyland Park. New spaces they've turned into like wedding areas within Disneyland Park, which is kind of cool actually. I look at the pictures. Florida residents can still save on Drawn to Life tickets. They have special promotions going on for Florida residents.
Okay.
To go see that at Disney Springs. I spoke about this earlier, but the new Seven Dwarfs merchandise in Germany at Epcot. There's a link here. You can see the photos of all the new merch. Holidays at Disneyland Resort 2025. We had a preview article that came out and showed you guys everything that's going to be coming out there. The new Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind merchandise. We spoke about that already, and you can go see all the pictures there. 2025 Disney Halloween merch preview. We put that out, but now all the merch is out. So we actually had the preview a couple weeks ago, and then we have the blog that came out with all the stuff that's in it. There's a lot of these articles center around Halloween merchandise and holiday merchandise and food, which food and merchandise are probably our best things that we're good at.
My best things to talk about.
Bourbon Steak Orlando at the Swan and Dolphin has opened over there, and that is the new. I don't want to say high class, but it's
an expensive steakhouse.
very expensive steakhouse. We weren't here. We were out of town for the media.
Yeah, we were
preview.
gonna go to the media event to try it, and we were driving that day, I believe. Yeah, we were stuck in Georgia.
But Greg did go. We talked to Greg about it, and he said that very good food, but it's on the pricier side. So make sure you check that out before you make a reservation to go there.
Yeah, check that price list.
And then we put out a blog that came out about reasons to sail from the Disney Cruise Line in Fort Lauderdale. Disneyland Halloween Foodie Guide for 2025. So all the great eats that are going to be coming to Disneyland for the Halloween season. More merch.
More merch. I put out a lot of merchandise information. Sorry.
Nectar Life Body Products opens at Downtown Disney. So that's in Disneyland. New product shop that opened out there. Universal Orlando's pass holder days run from August 15th to September 30th. And if you're a pass holder, go over there, go to the Jimmy Fallon store. And right now they have the pin that they're giving away of the burning windmill
over at
Epic Universe, which is really cool one. So you might want to pick that up. Fizz by Lowe's Hotels pops into Universal Orlando Resorts. So some new drinks coming in Universal Orlando's resorts. What's cooking at Plaza de la Familia, if I said that right? Familia at Disneyland Resort, which is one of the places we always eat when we're at Disneyland.
Oh, yeah, we do, don't we?
We eat there almost every single time we've been out there.
I'm not even sure why. We just do.
And we always say, we're going to try something different. We're not going to go back. And we always end up going back there.
Because you can't get anywhere else.
That's probably true. And that place is good.
It is good.
It is really good. HHN 34, they announced a new show that's going to happen in the stage where Fear Factor used to be Bill and Ted's show years ago. Nighttime Fuel, Circus of Decay. No idea what it's all going to entail, but you might want to check that out. Also, new this year at Halloween Horror Nights, they're going to do a show called Haunt-O-Phonic, A Ghoulish Journey, which is going to be something. So right now they have the drone show that happens over the water at nighttime. This is going to be another show that's going to happen over that area with lights and smoke. And I don't know if drones are going to be involved or not, but it should be something fun to see. So if you're going to be over there for HHN, which I hope to be, you can see all that. We put out a blog months ago, if you recall, we got to see a little preview of the Hercules show that's going to be coming to the Disney Destiny. Well, they put out the puppets. Imagineering put out how the puppets are going to work for the stage show, and they are humongous, and they move so cool. So check that out. Something we wanted to go to and we missed it was the Ocho at Walt Disney World. So if you're
did miss it.
We did. So if you're a dodgeball fan, the movie Dodgeball, they talked about the Ocho, ESPN 8, the Ocho.
With all the weird different sports.
Weird different sports. So Disney actually did something like that over at ESPN, and they had it, and again, Greg and Holly went to it, and they said it was hilarious and fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm kind of sorry we missed that.
I know. I was sorry we missed it, too. It's like, oh, we should have came back for it. We put out the Foodie Guide for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which always has a ton of food options.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
So much to see. Spooktacular merch reveals for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So the Halloween-specific merchandise for the party.
Okay, so I don't even remember what it looks like, but I know I was like, oh, my gosh, I have to have it. I don't know what it was, but it was good.
Disney Cruise Line had an offer that came out, I think 10 days ago or so, for 50% off third and fourth guests on select cruises, which that's a huge savings on a Disney cruise especially. Anything you can save on those cruises is definitely worth checking into.
Yep.
They're expensive. HHN 34 revealed the last 2 houses for their Ring of Haunted Houses this year. You may have already seen it, but the 2 they announced was Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be one house, and then the Wyatt 6 from the WWE is going to be another house. I'm pretty excited about both of those. So I can't wait.
I know you are.
I am. I can't wait for that.
Scared.
New trailer and poster drop for Zootopia 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then I put out a blog about the Halloween Horror Nights merchandise you can buy online.
More merchandise.
More merchandise, even from the Universal side. Then we put out what was coming to Disney Plus for the month of August. And there's a lot coming, so you might want to check that out. We had a blog go out about the final day to ride Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin, but it's already too late. So if you
we're
rode it, you got to
behind.
wait. Let's see. Boo to You Disney Halloween merch is here. So this was one you did on the drive.
Oh my gosh.
Wait for it. Here we go.
Oh gosh.
Then you have Celebrate Halloween daily merch drops on DisneyStore.com. New pastel ghost merch out at Walt Disney World.
Oh my gosh.
Then we're going to take a break from that for a second, and we're going to have Exploring the World of Disney Lorcana. So some new stuff's coming out for Lorcana for those fans who love that. Lilo and Stitch 2 will be Lilo and Stitch, the live action version, will be streaming on Disney Plus beginning September 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
So we have just a couple weeks till that happens. We put out the first look at the Beacon Barrel, which will be opening August 29th at Magic Kingdom. And we do believe that one event you're doing, you will get to see
Yes,
that.
I will get to see it before it opens.
Yeah, so we'll have more information on that as soon as it happens. Disney launched a nationwide back-to-school initiative with nonprofits, so just to help people, kids get school supplies who can't get it that easily. Halloween food guide for Walt Disney World. Disney Villains and Disney Villains Her Universe collections dropped. New Fall Home Haven collection at Disney Store Online. This one still blows me away that we're even saying this on the show, but celebrate 50 years of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
It was a press release from Disney.
It just blows me away that Disney owns Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Well, you know, when they send me a press release, I put it out.
That's true. Oh, look at this, another merchandise one. Coming to Disney Store, new Fabulous Cutie Ghost collection. Wizards Beyond Waverly Place Season 2 is premiering September 12th on Disney Channel and October 8th on Disney Plus. And our friend Tobias Jelinek is in that.
Yes, he is.
He's part of that series. Disney settled their legal disputes with Gina Carano, which good. I was glad to see that come through. Disney Wishables, Squishmallows, and plush toys unveiled. So it was all new toys and such coming to the parks. And I know there was a Rapunzel one in there that you wanted. Disney Store exclusive Mickey Pumpkin merch.
God, I'm sorry.
Epcot Test Track original soundtrack was released. The new Disney Junior Let's Play event was announced. You can meet Herbie, the loyal robot from the Fantastic Four, at Disneyland's Avengers Campus. And last, that came out today, Dine with Santa this holiday season at Maria and Enzo's.
Oh my God, I'm exhausted from you saying all that.
There is so much merch in that whole thing.
Oh my gosh. And you know what's weird is that, okay, so I put out all those merch blogs. To me at the time,
it didn't seem like much.
It didn't seem like that much. But when you're going over news for the past 2 weeks, that's freaking exhausting.
I was shocked how many news stories we had in the last 2 weeks. Because usually when we travel, we do less.
I mean, we did less.
And if we did less, I'd hate to see it if we were on full in and all that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know, maybe I'm just like dying to shop or something. And Disney is making my life hard because
thanks, Disney.
Yeah, thanks Disney, because there's so much I want. I still want that ghost sweatshirt.
I know you do.
You know, and it's so funny. So, like, I walked out without it. I put it back.
Yeah.
And he looks at me, and he's like, are you going to regret this as soon as we get home? I'm like, no.
No, I'll be fine. As she gets home, I regret not
I'm like, I should have got this shirt.
Anyway. So any of those blogs you want to read more information about, if you want to see some of the merchandise, there's a lot of them to choose from.
A lot of merchandise.
But the show notes will have links to all those articles, so you can go back and read any of them that may have intrigued you to learn more about.
Uh-huh.
So we have our discussion for this week. And this was a discussion you came up with.
I did.
Michelle wants us to talk about the differences, which pretty easily to do, between Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which starts this Friday.
Thursday, I think.
This Thursday.
14th.
Versus Universal Studios Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
Now, first, one of them says Horror Nights and the other one says Halloween Party. That's a big difference because Disney or Universal's is not a party for everybody.
No, and part of the reason I wanted to speak on this is because now
all the merch, all the foodie guides.
No, Disney's the one who's got me with the merch. Universal, not so much. Okay, but here's the thing. So for years and years and years, so Main Street Mouse turns 15 this year. We are 15.
Wow, we can almost drive.
We get our permit. So one thing that when we used to do our live show on Mondays, that in the comment section, people used to tease me because I'm like, there's no way I'm going to Horror Nights.
Right.
And people were like, she'll never go.
Right.
So I went in 2019 and I really kind of hated it. That's when I cried.
Yeah. And you only did 3 houses. You did Stranger Things, Ghostbusters, and then you did Universal Monsters.
Universal Monsters, I was done. I'm like, get me out of here. Okay, so then a couple years later, like we went last year, we went the year before. I think I'm okay with that. But my whole point is that somebody like me who is terrified of like jump scares and such.
Right.
I was able to cross over somewhat and go to Horror Nights.
So I got to tell this little story. So a few years ago, we went with a group of friends to SeaWorld's Hollow Scream event. We had never been to Hollow Scream event. We wanted to see what it was like. So we went with a group of friends, and Michelle bought the Scaredy Cat necklace that you can wear, and you turn it on, and when you walk through the scare zones, the actors won't get in your face. They won't jump scare you. They won't. But it doesn't work in the houses. So if you're going in the houses, you can't wear that. And she didn't go in any houses.
See, I wish HHN would do that, only because for people like myself or people that are really scared to go and are curious.
Right.
That was my whole thing. Because, so down here in Central Florida, for those that don't know, like HHN is like a whole experience, and people buy the frequent fear pass, and you got people that go all week long.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
and
multiple times a week.
It becomes like a hangout. Friends get together. It's a whole thing.
Yep.
And I feel as though, follow me, I feel as though people like myself who would love to see but are afraid, that would be like a happy medium right there, because like if you could wear like a scaredy cat necklace in the scare zones, you could kind of see what HHN is all about without having heart failure. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, and for myself, I am fascinated with props. I love the idea of how intricate they do.
And they really do a great job with that over there.
They do. I would love to see that. But I don't want somebody jumping out in my face.
So I know you would love to see the houses, but when you're going through the houses during an open night, usually you have your head buried down in the back of somebody in front of you,
right,
and not really looking around to see what's around.
No, I mean I peek a little bit out of my eye. Like last year, Paula helped me out because she was telling me ahead of time, okay, on your left, on your right. So she would brace me to where they're going to jump out.
Right.
And that helped. But I didn't get to see a lot of the house.
And what I was going to say is that Universal actually has a daytime tour that takes you through some of these houses where no scare actors in them, lights are on. And they take you through these houses so you can see the intricate details of the houses.
See, I think I would like that because like the curiosity part gets me.
You don't get all the houses, you get a handful of them, but it still would be kind of cool to go on that tour and be able to see how much detail they actually do put in these houses.
Yeah, and if we're going back to Not So Scary, I love that party. I love the Booty You Parade. I love the Headless Horseman.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite parts. I can hear him clapping, hear the horse clapping in my head right now.
You can hear the music
and they
playing.
said, "And the horseman is near." Clap, 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 clap.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So that was my horse noise. I love that so much, and I wish there was a happy medium, really, to be able to enjoy both.
Right.
And I don't know what the answer is there, but I think that for people that are scared, I mean, I hate this stuff, but I'm nosy, and I don't want to miss out.
Right.
So I think if you're scared, like myself, there's ways to go and kind of like, walking on the sidewalk of the scare zones. Hanging out in certain areas where there's not people jumping at you.
Right.
You can choose a house like I did that isn't so bad, like at the time, like Stranger Things. Like last year with Ghostbusters. I could keep my eyes open.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there were jump scares.
But it's more the nostalgia walking through there because the jump scares are more like one of the Ghostbusters, like jumping out and he's shooting a ghost or whatever. He's not really jumping at you. He's jumping at the
It was the big, tall thing with the horns.
From Frozen Empire.
Yeah, at the end. Yeah. That got me, and
that was impressive.
I did not like him.
No.
But I'm saying if you can figure out one thing that you're like, okay, this one would not be so bad.
Right.
And go with a group of friends. I think it's doable.
Yeah.
Like we're going meetup weekend.
Yes.
With a group of friends.
Yeah.
And I have friends that are more scared than I am.
Yeah, you're going to look like a hero.
But I think I'll be able to show them the ropes as far as, getting through it. Certain areas, you can take a time out. Right. They have food stands. They have bars.
Well, that's the one thing you have to remember with HHN. Now, HHN is not for everybody. It's not for the faint of heart. It is not if you're going to be scared all night and not paying attention, it's really not worth spending the money to go. Because you're going to miss out on the whole thing, all the festivities. And this year, there's more stuff going on than ever before.
Yeah, I even think they have a DJ somewhere.
They do have
I will go hang out with the DJ, get myself a cocktail, go to the DJ. But like, there's certain things like. Not so scary. You can walk around, and there is
nobody's going to jump out at you.
Nobody's going to get you. Plus, not so scary. Mm-hmm. You get candy.
Yes.
And I know that's one of your favorite parts. You love trick-or-treating.
There is only like 3 things maybe 4 things I love about Not So Scary. Candy is one of them.
I know. He's like, I want to see all the shows and walk around, and he's like, no, we're getting candy.
Because I can see the rides any other day of the year. I'm not a big meet and greet type person, so I don't care about that.
Yeah.
The fireworks they're okay. The only part of the parade I truly love is the Haunted Mansion section. So that's one thing I make sure to watch. That and then seeing Jack Skellington come out on the stage.
He's cool.
He's very cool. But other than that, the party's...
He just wants candy.
Yeah.
But you are a candy person.
I am a candy person.
You like your little snacks and your little bite-sized things, and you have your little stash.
Yeah.
You love that part. Like for me, I love the Booty U parade.
Plus, if I'm spending that much money, I'm getting something for my party.
I know he's like, I'm getting all the candy.
If I'm not gonna get scared, I'm getting
candy.
Food.
But like, I love the Booty U parade for the most part. Haunted Mansion part. I love the skeleton band at the end.
Yeah, they're good.
The Good to Be Bad section.
Mm-hmm.
I love those guys, and I don't even know why. They have so much energy on that thing, and they're pretending to
because
play.
they ate all that candy.
They are so hopped up, and I love it. So and the Gravediggers, when the shovels do the what do you call that? Like
when
sparks.
when they drag them across the cement.
So cool.
Yeah,
I love that part. And the fireworks, I think the Jack Skellington part is pretty cool, but.
Part of me hopes, though, since the Villains Park or the Villains Land is going to be inside the Magic Kingdom Park.
Yes.
That when that opens, I hope Disney lets that area be a little bit scarier than the rest of the party.
That would be cool.
And it's a Villains area, so you know what you're encountering. You're going to the Villains Land. This is where they're at. And I'm hoping that they let that become a little bit scarier than the rest of the park, just because it's going to be off on its own. It's not in the normal walking path to get back there. I really hope that they let it be scary.
And by the time that gets done, maybe I'll be a pro with this stuff because okay. Now, people don't know this analogy or this comparison, but I'm going to tell them anyway.
Oh, boy.
All right?
Okay.
You guys are going to think I'm crazy if you already don't, but you know me by now. And I just blurt stuff out. Okay, we're going to talk about spinach dip. I should see his face.
Wait a minute. We're talking about Halloween parties, and you bring up spinach dip.
Yes, I have a reason. Okay, you know there's always
Lord.
method to my madness.
I still don't understand it always, but yeah, there always is a method.
Okay.
Okay.
So, here it comes.
Run with your spinach dip.
Spinach dip.
Pita chips.
No, the little tiny breads, okay?
Like the naan bread?
No, they're little tiny slices of bread.
Okay.
It's like a tiny loaf of bread.
Okay.
Okay. So growing up, my family for the longest time, which they don't do it anymore, oddly, but somebody brought spinach dip to everything, and they had the little breads. Every once in a while, they would put it in a bowl, like a bread bowl, whatever. But the spinach dip was always there. I hated it. But I'm like, you know what? Everybody loves this for some reason. I'm going to keep giving it a try.
Right.
So every time we had a gathering, I tried the spinach dip,
Okay.
even though I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Eventually, guess what? I like the spinach dip.
Okay, I get your analogy. I do. I
So
fully get
HHM
it.
is spinach dip.
So if you keep trying it, eventually you think you'll like it. Here's the problem.
What?
Spinach dip is not going to give you nightmares. It might give you an upset belly. It might make you not feel great if you eat too much of that cheese. Might make you feel a little bloated from all the bread.
Oh, come on.
But it's not going to be a guy with a chainsaw coming at you on the street.
Okay, yeah, okay, fair. But I was trying to use it as, like, I'm the type of person, I will keep trying stuff until hopefully I like it.
I will say this. So the first year you went, Stranger Things and Ghostbusters, you were fine. And then you did Universal Monsters House, and they singled you out.
They brought me to my knees.
Yeah, they knew what they
Literally.
were doing. They saw you coming through there, like, oh, we got one.
We got one.
We got one. We got this one. And you broke down, and you're like, okay, I'm done. And we didn't do any more houses that night.
Nope.
I don't even think you did a scare zone the rest of it. I think we got you through on the sidewalks. Then a couple years later, you went again.
Yep.
And was it the year me and you went, like 3 years ago now? Was that the next time you went, or did you go before that? I think that was that.
Okay, so last year or the year before, we went twice because.
But I'm talking about.
2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
We
so
went by ourselves.
we went with the girls one year.
Yes.
And you did a few more houses. And you did some scarier houses.
I did.
Sean was there, Paula, Michelle,
Yeah.
us, Andrew went with us, I believe, also. And you did a few more. And you didn't, but the key here I'm trying to get to is first year you cried. Second year you did a little bit stronger houses and you didn't cry.
Right.
And then me and you went, just me and you for a media night.
Yep.
And you did 3 houses, I want to say,
Yeah.
that night. And you got through them. Chucky almost got you. He tried to get you in the Fast and the Furious building.
Yeah. But
you
I
got
wasn't
through it.
really scared with Chucky.
No, you got through that one. You thought you were done earlier than you were in the. Oh wait, there's a whole other section to go through, and you did that. But you did it good. And then last year, I went to media night, and I went through all the houses.
Mm-hmm.
I was fine. And then we went on a night when it rained a lot, so we didn't get to do a lot of houses when we actually did go. But you did like 3 or 4 houses that night also.
Well, because last year when I went, there was no scare zones because it
Right.
rained buckets. Now we went the weekend that the hurricane was coming.
Right.
Not thought out well.
Well, you can't really plan around a hurricane.
No, you really can't. And Paula was in town, and but anyway, yeah, it was. I was kind of disappointed when there was nothing in the scare zones.
Yeah.
And because it rained so hard, so I'm praying when we go it doesn't rain that hard or whatever.
If
But
it doesn't rain at all, it would be great.
so what got me the most is the scare zone. When you walked into the right, they had the chainsaw people.
Yes.
I'm very sensitive to certain loud noises for whatever reason, and chainsaws are one of them. And granted, there's nothing on the chainsaw.
There's no chain on it.
No.
Yeah.
But these dudes are walking around, like revving up their chainsaws.
Mhm.
Nope, get away from me.
So the first year I went with Andrew. Me and
Mhm.
Andrew went. Because it was part of our passes. And me and him went. And you didn't go, and Aiden, of course, didn't go. So me and Andrew went, and I wasn't scared the entire night, but I was texting you, and I was walking at one point, and a chainsaw person ran right up to me, and that made me jump. And that was the only time I jumped the whole night. Because if you look at my videos from last year, they're very still. And I'm walking through these houses, first time seeing them, and I still kept very still. I don't know how I do it.
I don't know.
I go into work mode, and I don't think about the scare. I think about I'm trying to get the coverage for the people listening to this show or reading our stuff. Because I want to.
Because we're there to do a job.
Exactly, and that's where I can separate if I have fear. So I'm not going to lie, though. This year, I don't know why, and everybody's talking about the Terrifier house.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's scared to death of Art the Clown. I don't give a poo about Art.
Oh my God.
Jason, for some reason, though, has me scared to death. And I think it's because we grew up when Friday the 13th was in its heyday. And we saw the first one, then we saw the second one. And
we saw like the all of them.
And by then, the world hadn't become what it is now. Now we are so, what's the word you said the other day?
Desensitized.
We're desensitized to it. But in the 80s, the world wasn't like that.
And 90s too.
In the 90s. So I grew up watching Jason, and all I remember is seeing this guy who looked like about 12 foot tall, with the hockey mask on, as wide as a football line, and a big machete in his hand. And for some reason, that scared me as a child. And to this day, even though now I'm a much older person, and I know it's just a team member that's going to be in that costume walking through the house, it's still, I'm a little bit on the edge.
I really hope
that
Paul
one.
is listening to this, because you tease her unmercifully about Michael Myers.
Well, but I'm going.
I get it.
If there's a Halloween house and she goes, then she can talk trash to me.
Okay.
Having met the original Michael Myers and having met the larger Michael Myers actors and have a picture with it and seen what he did to me and Ronnie, I'm not afraid of Michael Myers. It's William Shatner's face inside out. That's the mask.
Okay, so I get what you're saying, and I think the Jason house is going to be scary. Like, would I do it? Probably.
It's Jason's universe, so it can be Jason from anything.
Yeah.
It could be Jason from outer space.
What about Jason versus Freddy? That was a movie.
It was a movie. I don't know. See, I don't know if Freddy Krueger might bother me if they did a Freddy house, because it was Jason and Freddy who were the bad guys of our childhood.
Oh yeah, my brother was terrified of Freddy Krueger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, but this year I can say that the definite no, and I've said it before, is the Terrifier house.
Yeah.
I talked about it on my podcast.
And I do think that house is going to have the longest wait.
I do,
honestly.
because okay, follow me for a second, okay? Follow me for a minute. I have a really great point if I can put it together.
Does it involve spinach dip?
No, it has nothing to do with spinach dip.
Great, I was hungry. But
I'm hungry too. Okay, now I lost my train of thought because you mentioned food, and I'm hungry. Okay, let me try to reel it back in.
So I was talking about Terrifier house, and probably going to be the longest wait.
Okay, all right. So, and I don't say this in judgment. I say this in observation.
Okay.
Okay. What does this world become when something like the Terrifier movies, which is torture scenes and blood and gore and, horrific.
Way beyond shock.
Yes, way beyond shock. Horrific ways that this clown kills people and just kills people at random. And they've made 3 of these movies, and they are like gross, gross, gross from what I hear. Lots of gore.
Yes.
And that'll be what people are waiting for.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, we're as a society, when did it change from getting scared by suspense? A lot of movies, if you think about it, it's the suspense of it, like the Conjuring movies.
Yes.
You can have a scary movie without blood, guts, and gore.
Right. Well, a lot of the old black and white horror movies, if you go back to any of the original Universal monsters, they weren't based on gore.
No.
It was all based on the suspense, the music. Vincent Price. Anything Vincent Price did was all about the suspense of the music.
It's about the suspense.
Alfred Hitchcock. Any of those films that those classic directors and writers did, it was all about suspense.
But even Jason and Michael Myers,
Right.
they played the music. Okay, so Halloween, the first one, drives me insane because they play the same music the whole thing. All right? But, they're walking around the house and they're looking behind doors and such. So it's not like in your face, like,
Right.
But the Terrifier is just him, like, chopping people up left and right. So, and the Terrifier house is going to have 2 paths, one dry and one wet.
Right.
Now, from what I hear, the wet one is going to be like effects for like blood splatter and such like that. Now, I don't know for sure, but that's what people are saying.
Nobody knows because Universal hasn't said.
No, they haven't said. So, for I have a point. I just feel like that's too much.
Right.
Like you can be afraid of things and have really scary movies or suspenseful movies, or you just have a complete bloodbath with insane clown
Right.
and his torture devices. Like for me, I know people love Terrifier, and because it's campy and he makes jokes or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, for somebody like me, and I know it's fake. That's the thing. I know it's fake. If I were to go in that house and there was blood everywhere, okay, fine. I know it's not real.
Right.
But it's the whole idea of it makes me not feel well, I guess.
You get caught in your head and you start really thinking about it.
Yeah, and I mean, I get anxious. Like you've had Criminal Minds on a lot lately, and the reruns. And even some of the ways that the bad guy like kills his victims, like like cutting out eyeballs or making them swallow bleach or stuff like that, that gives me such ick, And then to know that Terrifier is a million times worse.
So you were talking about this one yesterday when we were talking about this subject. The first Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes.
Johnny Depp, his first role in anything, and he gets blood everywhere.
Okay, but it's dumb because he's
dumb.
watching TV and all of a sudden he's like, and he goes into bed.
But what I'm trying to make the point of is at the time when that movie came out, which was what, 84?
84.
84. When that movie came out, people were blown away how much blood they could show in that movie. When that waterbed started shooting blood everywhere in that room.
But it went on the ceiling.
It went on the ceiling. It went everywhere. And it was just
It was like a blood
disgusting to
fountain that
think
went
about.
up to the ceiling.
Yes.
Now, to me, I always thought, even as a kid, I always thought that was stupid. Because I'm like, when the cops go in there to investigate, is the blood still on the ceiling? Like, what's going on? And that wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen.
But what I'm trying to say, though, is at the time, that had everybody taking a step back.
Right.
It's
and
too
so
much.
you think about year after year when these movies come out, how... it gradually gets worse.
Right.
I am not insulting anybody who likes Terrifier.
No. If you love it, go for it.
Go for
Enjoy
it. I'm just talking about from my perspective as somebody who would rather have suspense than that kind of stuff. And to me, that kind of stuff would make me not feel well. It would give me anxiety, and it was something I would not be able to get out of my head.
Well, the Saw films took it to another level.
Yes, they did.
Those were the new wave of movies, I guess you could say, that came in that got you to start thinking in your head. Because Saw, if you haven't seen them, Jigsaw presents you with a puzzle.
A challenge, yeah.
And you have to do the challenge, and the challenge may hurt you to do the challenge, but if you don't do the challenge, you're going to face a gruesome death. Basically.
So you're screwed either way.
You're screwed either way. But they push the limits and it messes with your brain because you start thinking, I couldn't do that.
What would I do if that were me?
Right. I couldn't cut my hand off to save my life.
I just
couldn't.
Ugh,
and it was things like that happened in the Saw. So those took it to one limit to where it really pushed the viewers watching
and
that.
there's some scenes in the Saw movies I've had to cover my eyes, and I have not seen them all. I've seen some.
I'll never forget the one. It's the opening scene, I think, of part 3, which actually has a new kid on the block in it. I think that's
Donnie Wahlberg.
I believe Donnie's in part 3. But the former lead singer of Linkin Park.
Yes.
He's
he was
in the movie.
Car.
And the premise was he was glued to the vinyl seat, but if he didn't pull himself away from the vinyl seat to stop the car, he was going to kill a friend with the car. It's just the whole scene plays out, and it's
gross.
But that movie, Terrifier takes that and goes 10 steps forward from that.
Yeah, I just, and it's funny because I was talking to a few people actually, and a lot of people like to educate themselves before they go to horror night, so they're familiar with what the houses entail. And I've seen, chatter online that some people are like, I don't know if I can watch the Terrifier movies, or some people started the movies and shut it off.
Couldn't watch it, yeah.
Yeah. So, if you love that sort of thing, you are going to be in.
You're going to love it.
You're going to love it.
You're going to love it. You're going to be all enthralled. You're going to go in the house if you can multiple times. I don't know if the lines are going to allow because I think the lines are going to be crazy for that one. Last year, the big house was Insidious.
Yes.
And everybody kept saying, "Oh, the
Here we
Insidious
go.
house is
Here
so
we
scary."
go.
I didn't find it scary.
You were the only person I know.
Well, no, there was a few other ones. RJ was one who told me he didn't find it scary either.
Well.
And most of the media we went through the media night didn't really think it was scary. They may have said it was, but the night they said it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Okay, well, that was the one everybody talked about last
did.
year, so I think Terrifier is going to be the chatter this year.
Terrifier, and I think Terrifier is going to take that house like tenfold up.
I don't know, but all I'm saying is the whole point of all this is I don't know if there's balance between the two parties because they are so different.
One is completely family friendly.
And the other one, not so much.
It's not at all.
So, but I think that if you go into it baby steps, then you probably could. Because in our group of people going, there's some people that have never been and are just as scared as I am, you know? So, yeah, so maybe I can help guide them along on tips as far as what I did the first time I went.
So when you bury your head in the back of Paula, do it this way so you don't see anything around.
Yes, hide your face in a friend. That is how you find somebody's shirt, have them walk in front of you, and cover your face. That's the best advice.
Why even go if you're going to do that?
Because it's fun.
But if you come out crying, is it?
No, I don't. I mean, I only cried the one time, and it was because it was too much for me. It just, like you said, they targeted me.
Oh, they did. The creature from the Black Lagoon, he got her at the first step, and he realized that he had one, and he followed her around the rest of it.
Followed me the whole freaking house.
And then she thought she was free. She could see outside the door. And then the Bride of Frankenstein got her just as she stepped out the door.
And as soon as I walked out the door, I fell to my knees. Literally, I fell to my knees because she scared me that bad. And I started crying.
Done.
I said, I'm done. I'm not doing any more houses. The houses are done.
And
so
that was the last house you did that year.
You're
we went home
darn right. I'm like, forget this.
So hopefully I get invited to the media night and I can go to all these houses and tell you how they are. I know on media night we do get to go into every house and film them. But I even know the filming I did last year, there was the films where you couldn't even watch it.
Really?
You had a problem. You hid your blanket and you were kind of covering your eyes.
Yeah, so I do that. But you know, I feel like I'm hoping you can get video ahead of time so I know what
to expect.
Yeah. But we'll see. But I love during the D23 event, I get to go to the Mickey's Not So Scary. And that's before I go to Horror Night. Yes. So best of both worlds for me this year. And I'm sure I will talk about, I'm sure I'll have lots to say about it. But yeah, if you're scared, there are ways to go without completely having a panic attack.
Yeah, HHN, you really need to focus on the sidewalks for walking through.
Yes, go around.
Don't go through the street. If you're scared of the scare zones, don't go through the street. You can stand on the sidewalk and see what's going on. You can actually see how, unlike where a house, you don't know until you're actually in the house and there's no escape plan. But on the street, you can stand on the side. You can kind of see how the actors are, see how bad they're scaring you. Most of the scare zones, they might walk up to you, they might laugh, they might try to scare you a little bit, but they're not really doing much in the scare zones. That's going to really rock your world.
You know what I don't like is when there's so much fog and you don't see them coming.
That is hard. And the one where I think they're going to have the witch with the cat lady, that one's really known for putting a lot of fog down the street.
Yeah, I might not be doing it. I might be standing outside watching everybody else.
And then the one down the street where the Bourne show is, that one usually has some pretty good fog, and that's usually where a lot of chainsaw
not
people
doing it.
are.
If I hear a chainsaw, you will not see me over there. So anyway, whole point is, yeah, there's two different parties, very vast difference, but I think it is possible to enjoy both.
It is. HHN, though, I would really know your child if you're going to take a child with you. Because I
say don't take a child.
I mean, if they're like 14 or 15 and they can handle it, that's one thing.
But I get mad when I see them try to get littles in there.
Yeah, I mean,
I saw somebody carrying a baby last year.
Yeah.
It's like, do you really have to go that bad to where you have a newborn? Come on.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I'm being judgy.
If you get spooked, you could end up dropping your child if you get spooked too much.
Yeah, don't bring your infant. I mean, if you want to, go ahead, but I wouldn't.
No, and you know your children. You know what they can handle. But HHN is not the semi-truck trailers in your local city's haunted house.
It's not the haunted houses you grew up with.
You got to remember, HHN, Universal makes scary movies. And they've been doing it first. Universal monsters are part of their whole their history. So just remember, they know what they're doing.
Yes, they do.
So.
And I'm scared already.
And you're already freaking out.
I'll be okay. I'm just gonna hide.
We're gonna watch Terrifier after this.
No, we are not. I'm watching 90 Day Fiancé. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, so as she said, know which parties you want to go to. Both parties cost a extra premium to go to, so pick the one that you think is the best for you if you can.
Do your research.
Do your research on it. Watch some videos from last year's parties, and you can maybe see a little bit of what's going on.
Yeah.
So, I have no question for Michelle this week because we knew we were going to have a lot to cover this week, so we really didn't even look to see if we had any questions this
No,
week.
sorry about that.
But if you do have a question for Michelle for a future show, please email me, scott@themainstreetmouse.com, and I will ask it for you on air. Again, Michelle never knows the question ahead of time. I kind of just give it to her right here on the air, and her answer is her answer, and she doesn't really have time to think about it much. So also, Michelle's Daydream Believing podcast comes out on Thursdays, and you can email her, michelle@themainstreetmouse.com, if you have any questions, comments, or show ideas for a future show of hers. I'm quickly going to mention our travel sponsor, MEI Mouse Fan Travel. They are our go-to partner for travel. They can help you with any vacation, whether it be Disney, Universal, Royal Caribbean, anything you want to do, they can help you out. So go to our website, find any of their banners on our site, click on that, fill out a small form. That just gives the travel agents a little bit more information about what you're looking for, and one of their travel advisors will reach out to you, and they will help you book the perfect trip, and they will help you plan it all, and it's free for you to use their services. It doesn't cost you anything extra to use them. Definitely worth it. Also, our official stroller scooter partner, Kingdom Strollers, they can help you out with any kind of rentals you need while you're here in town, whether it be a scooter or a stroller, or they even, I think, rent cribs and such like that. They will deliver it to wherever you're staying, and they will pick it up at the end of your trip, and they will help you out. Just let them know you heard about them from the Main Street Mouse. You can reach them at kingdomstrollers.com. I don't have anything else to talk about. I'm going to let Michelle close out our show.
Okay, well, again, our apologies for being away for so long, but we are back and back on track. And we truly appreciate you guys listening. If you do enjoy our show, please be sure to tell a friend or two, because that's how we've grown everything with the Main Street Mouse, is by word of mouth, and we appreciate all of that. So, on that note, I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, magical week ahead, and we'll see you real soon.
Our trip around the Magic Kingdom is almost complete. I can't thank you enough for spending part of your day with me, and I hope you've enjoyed your journey as much as I've appreciated being a part of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please gather your belongings, watch your head and step as you exit, and take small children by the hand.
On behalf of our entire flight crew, thanks for soaring with us.
Now I will raise the safety bar, and a ghost will follow you home.